This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, how about that? A sweep in Charm City, a 7-1 road trip through the Bronx and Baltimore. Not even the most optimistic optimist could have seen that coming. Story, a home run early on. Romy, a little two-out magic. And how about the Red Sox bullpen behind Garrett Crochet on a Crochet day? Again, 4 wins in a row in Baltimore, a 7-1 trip. The Red Sox now a season high 15 games over 500. With that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller, once on Lobster Lake in Maine when the Red Sox in late August of 1986 acquired both Hendu, Dave Henderson, and Spike Owen from the Seattle Mariners. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you download your podcasts. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Game Time. Download the Game Time app today, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB, and receive $20 off on your first purchase. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers, our first-timers, yes, our Royal Rooters, 7-1 trip, 4 straight wins. Hey, Baltimore, you want to come to Fenway and take a brief 2-game series? Okay. We're going to come to Baltimore next time, and we're going to take all 4. Garrett Crochet, not at his best, but a quality start. Bullpen, outstanding. We get into that as well. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button. Join the conversation. You can also hit me up on the X at Lennox on baseball to continue the baseball and Red Sox conversation there. Now, back home, 6 in a row. Need I remind you, they lost 3 in a row to close out their last homestand against Miami and Baltimore. Now 3 against Skeens and the Pirates, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Fenway. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I'm really looking forward to the bottom of the first inning, Friday night at Fenway, when it's Skeens against Roman Anthony, who, by the way, led off the inning where they scored the go-ahead run and scored on a 2-out RBI base hit by Romy Gonzalez. Man, you got to feel good right now if you're a Red Sox fan. Feel good.
This is what you'll be talking about.
The first inning. Yeah, we're starting the first inning. We'll move along quickly here. But against Kate Povich, Roman Anthony, first pitch swinging, a single. Alex Bregman, first pitch swinging. Ground ball double play, 2 outs, bases empty. Then Trevor Story took a strike, down in the count, 0-1, boom, home run, his 22nd of the season. 4 pitches in, Povich and the Orioles down 1-0 to Trevor Story, Alex Bregman, Roman Anthony, and up 1-0. It would stay 1-0 until Crochet gave up a home run to Alex Jackson in the 3rd, and then Crochet in the 5th inning gave up the tying run. It was 2-2. Red Sox in the 4th inning, Refsnyder the home run, just off the IL and contributing. By the way, have you noticed right now, this is going to be a theme of this show and our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, just about everyone is contributing in a positive way. I say just about everyone. Masa Yoshida, we're rooting for you, buddy, because even Jordan Hicks on Thursday in Game 4 of the series, which turns out to be a sweep for the Red Sox, Jordan Hicks works a scoreless inning as well. Hicks after Crochet, Hicks, Whitlock, Matz gets the save. And he scared you in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And you were wondering, how come Aroldis Chapman can't pitch another day in this series? No, Matt's got the job done, and the Orioles helped him out. The Orioles, on a handful of occasions in this series, the Orioles are going to be right back in it next year. They've got to get better. They've got to get smarter. But I do believe they're going to be a contending team in 2026. Let's not worry about that right now. But in the 9th inning, Matz gives up the double, and they run into an out at third base. That's giving you an out. And the Red Sox executed in that play in the bottom half of the 9th inning. I mean, I just looked at it, and Carlson leads off with a double. Jackson grounded a short. Story made the play. You got to see that read. Yes, you want to get to third less than 2 outs, but you've got to make it. And he didn't make it as Story applies the tag. Holiday line out against Mets. Jeremiah Jackson, fly out to center. Ball game over. But in that 8th inning, Roman Anthony got things going. A leadoff walk. Bregman, Story, both retired. And then Gonzalez comes through with the RBI knock to make it 3-2. That turns out to be the final. 7-1 on the trip. You win all 4 in Baltimore. And yes, Toronto lost misspoke. Minnesota lost. Toronto won. Late game heroics in Toronto on Wednesday night, off today. So you pick up a half game. But just keep taking care of business. Keep winning series. I've maintained this. I try to be consistent in my message. You don't talk about a series sweep before a series gets underway. You talk about a sweep of a 3-game series when you're up 2-0 in the series. You talk about a 4-game series sweep, which is not easy to do, home or away, when you're up 3-0 in the series. You went to bed last night, 3-0 leading the series. Garrett Crochet, not at his best. But Crochet gets out of the inning in the 5th, line drive double play off the bat of Mountcastle, and then comes back strong, finishes up 6 innings, and works a 1-2-3-6 and strikes out 2 batters in that frame. Everyone contributing. You love to see it. I mean, Refsnyder, just off the IL, delivers a home run. And how about 2 home runs, 8 home runs? Do the math. 2 times 4 games, 8 home runs in the series for the Red Sox. 8 total home runs. And 4 pitches in, you led 1-0 on Story's home run. Then Refsnyder goes deep. Again, Baltimore's going to be good next year. They just make too many mistakes right now. And they cost themselves, and they did in this series. But you're a good team. You take advantage of those things. And the Red Sox have nothing to apologize. They took care of those things. They didn't beat themselves. How frustrated have we been during the course of last year and this year together on the Locked On Red Sox postcast? The Red Sox sometimes invent ways to lose, but not in this series against the Orioles. They just went out there, got the job done. 3 runs, again, you're showing you can win 1-run games because they play a ton of those, and they have throughout the course of the year. You have 8 hits total, and you had the timely hits. Roman Anthony, what can you say? Are we running out of things to say about Roman Anthony? No, but on base 3 times. Couple of base hits, and a walk scores the go-ahead in what turned out to be the winning run. Bregman 0 for 4. Tough series after he had a good series in New York against the Yankees. But again, it's picking guys up in the lineup. When other guys are contributing in your lineup and a guy like Bregman is scuffling a bit right now, okay. You just don't want 1 through 9 scuffling altogether. That's what they had. Talk about Trevor Story in his May. A lot of hitters weren't hitting in the month of May for the Red Sox. But right now, 15 games over 500. Have they clinched a wild card spot yet? No. And it's going to be well into September. And it might go down to the final 6 games against Toronto and Detroit before you realize where you're going to be for seeding. Yes, we have to call it seeding these days with the Major League Baseball playoffs. I'm not ruling out the division, but are you going to be the top wild card, number 2 or number 3? And being the top wild card means you're at home for 3. Right now, it'd be against the Yankees. But this team just continues to win. You're getting closer. 15, I've said it for a while now, 15 wins to 90. 15 games over 500 right now in the American League gets you in the postseason with ease. So again, you don't see this team all of a sudden going in the tank. Not at all. We hear from you next. Locked On Red Sox postcast. We hear from you. Yeah, Royal Rooters, you're next. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast is presented by Game Time. There's nothing like catching a baseball game live. Good luck getting a seat this weekend, by the way. It should be all 3 sellouts, including the series against the Pirates and then the series against the Guardians, starting on Monday at Fenway. But again, catching a baseball game, especially at Fenway right now, it's going to be electric this weekend. Can't wait to watch it on TV. The energy, the crowd, the chance to see your team in person, but actually getting tickets, yeah, it's going to be a tough one this weekend at Fenway. Well, right now, with Game Time, no surprise fees, and, all those different things. Login screens, the queues, waiting, getting kicked out of line or off as you're waiting. All those things take the fun out of it. The Game Time app gives you the advantage, and it gives you the advantage, the back to the fans. Game Time is fast, easy, and backed by the Game Time guarantee. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time and at the best price. Plus, all fees are included, so the price you see is the price you're going to pay at checkout. Using the Game Time app makes purchasing super simple. You can even see the exact view from your seat, again, before you purchase your tickets. With Game Time, fees included. Know your total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. You'll love zone deals too. Pick the section at the ballpark. Game Time picks the seats, and you save big. Honestly, you'll find it's faster, cheaper, and less stressful than any other way you have purchased tickets in the past. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off on your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also presented by Upside. Right now, hey, Locked On Red Sox Postcast fans, you still paying full price at the pump? Still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use our limited time promo code SEASON and get 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You can make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already need to fill up your tank. At first, you might think, it's too good to be true. But it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes. And you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card from Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Play on words there. Download the free Upside app using our limited time promo code SEASON. For a limited time, 25% per gallon bonus. That's promo code SEASON. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. All right, we get into your comments from our Royal Rooters in just a moment. Red Sox pick up the victory. First time this year, they've won 4 in a row on the road. 7-1 trip. Just phenomenal. 4 straight road wins for the first time this season. You want to be a 500 team on the road. They're inching closer to that. 6 in a row at home. Pittsburgh coming in, Cleveland coming in. 2 home runs I mentioned in each of the 4 games in Baltimore. 11 home runs total against the Yankees and Oriole pitching. And, Garrett Crochet gives up the home run. By the way, Crochet, love the number. He's given up 16 home runs this year. 13 of those with nobody on base. What does that tell you? It tells me that he just is going to continue to pound the strike zone, not worried about giving up solo home runs. And what makes that number interesting, and yet again, Garrett Crochet, you look at his final line, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, quality start. He struck out 7, including 2 in his final inning in the 6th, but he walked no one. In fact, 2 walks total. Hicks gave up a hit and a walk. Whitlock gave up a hit and a walk. But he got out of the 8th inning just like Hicks got out of the 7th inning. And then Matz picked up the save. How good has Steven Matz been? Great pickup. His numbers indicate that. Yes, the Miami game a couple of Sundays ago. Oh, boy, Steven Matz. It's all right, though. He's so versatile. I've called upon and wondered if they've thought about extending him, letting him try to go 5 innings and letting him be an opener at some point in time if they need that. By the way, TBA against Skeens Friday night. It could be Mr. Tolley. Might be. It might be another opener. It might be Bernardino. We didn't see Slayton on Thursday, so you have him available for game 1 of the series. And who knows what you do against Skeens in that ERA that's right around 2 on the season. All right, we hear from you. Previous 5 times where they had an opportunity to complete a series sweep did not happen. Did it on Thursday. Who's our leadoff hitter? Wow, we have a lot of comments. Going to probably have to jump around here, just giving you fair warning. Our leadoff hitter, yeah, she's back there. Emily Toxox. 7-1 road trip, can't beat that. 8-0 could have been, but that's okay. You lost the series finale Sunday in the Bronx against the Yankees. The sweep, they got it. They got it. 7th on the season, by the way. 2nd on the road. Brownie 3, great win, grind out a huge 4-game sweep. Really was. In so many ways. The Orioles made their share of mistakes that helped you take the lead, or they ran into an out just like they did in the bottom half of the 9th inning against Mets, but you don't apologize for it. You take it and you run with it. Emily, Toxox, story time. He did us a solid with that out on 3rd. Really did. Was worried about Mets, but he hung in there. Hell, so did Hicks. Hicks did? Yeah, and you need it. I love seeing the defense step up and help the pitcher. Yeah, the defense has been so much better since the All-Star break. It really has. I mean, you're still, I don't know where the Rockies are right now. I think you've got 101 errors on the season. That's still 1, 2, 3. You don't want to be there next year. You want to shore it up defensively. You want to be a lot better defensive team in 2026. Again, that's down the road. But you want to be a better and consistent defensive team and make plays. If they're going to run into outs on the bases, pick it up, throw to the right base. Bregman anticipating it was at the bag the way he should have been taking the throw in that bottom of the ninth inning. They run into an out. Can't do those things. That one wasn't necessarily hit to his right and in front of him, but it was hit hard enough where Story had a play. I think in that situation, you've got to be able to get back to the bag at second. Let Story get the out at first base. Now you're at second with one down in the inning. You still can score on a base hit. Didn't happen, though. Next batter, I mean, think about it. The next batter, Matz gets a fly ball to center field. That could have moved Carlson to third. Now he's at third, 2 outs. Now a pass ball, wild pitch, an error, something, gets that tying run in. You didn't give yourself that opportunity. And the Red Sox, again, just take advantage of it. Got that one from Emily. Brownie 3. Cora was asleep at the wheel today. I don't know how you can say that. Come on, Brownie, you got to give me an explanation there. Emily, Emily, nope, not going there. Sorry. Don't want the word. I put your comments up there. Don't want the curse words there at all. I'm not using them, and I don't want to see them as well for other people. This is a family show. Matthew, Crochet did not have his best stuff today. No, agree on that one. Story's glove in the 5th, rescued. They had that line drive double play. Crochet's outing and helped win us the game. Yeah, Matthew, 100% on board with that. Gotta watch language. LOL, my bad. No problem. We move on. You are forgiven. Come on, Emily. You know you're forgiven. No, this wasn't Crochet's best start from Emily, but he held it together. And again, there's been a handful of starts, but you have to win those games too when Crochet's not at his absolute best. But again, definition of a quality start, 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, no walks. Matthew, same for Mats in the 9th. Heads up play by Story, 100%. Brownie, if that's Crochet's floor, we have nothing to worry about. Yeah. But, I mean, in the postseason, you're going to rely on him. And, yeah, no decision, but a win. That's the most important thing. I love the win-loss record. I still respect the win-loss record for a starting pitcher. And as long as starting pitchers want those wins on their resume and have to take those losses on occasion, I'm all about the win and loss record. But it's the team win-loss record, too, when a guy like Crochet, your ace, starts. Remember, there was a stretch there where it was like 500, but they've gotten a lot better. Crochet starts, you expect to win. Crochet starts on a Thursday like that, you're up 3-0 in the series, you expect a series sweep. That's what they got. Okay, G, Story was fired today. Emily talks Sox. Matthew, why did Hicks even sniff this game, though? Hey, he's on the roster. I mean, it's kind of like Yoshida. Yoshida's going to be in the lineup. Alex Cora has said that. Against righties, they're going to find a way to get him in there. They believe he's going to contribute here. You're in the playoffs. You make a deep run. You're going to need Jordan Hicks. He's got to pitch. You've got to keep him on somewhat of a regular rotation out of the bullpen. And they sort of buried him there a little bit. But you need him. I mean, if Crochet goes 7, he doesn't pitch. But Crochet went 6. Hicks is the guy. And you noticed how they had it lined up. No Slayton. They weren't going to put him in the 9th inning. They made that decision at some point in time. So Whitlock, okay, does Whitlock get a save opportunity in a 1-run game? No. The way it was lined up for Alex Cora and Andrew Bailey, Matt's a lefty. He's going to get the 9th. Whitlock did his job. Hicks did his job. They both worked scoreless innings. And Whitlock came on in the 8th inning. Hicks came on in a tie game, kept it a tie game. Whitlock came on with a 1-run lead, kept it a 1-run lead. They didn't tie it. They didn't go in front against Whitlock or Hicks. So he's got to be an option. And if he somehow on that, the trust factor, if he sort of gets to 50-50, he's going to have another bump in the road, I'm sure. But if he gains your confidence, if he gains Alex Cora and Andrew Bailey's confidence, he's going to pitch more in high leverage situations. But right now, you've got Whitlock and you've got Slayton from the right side in front. So Hicks is going to have to pitch in those games, in certain games, just like he did on Thursday. Emily Sox. I know, but he didn't blow it, so that's a win. Yes, I hate to say this, but Wong did better yesterday than Narvi did today. Narvi looks like her mad. He looks like her mad or something. I don't know what's going on there. It's a long season, and you're in the stretch run at this point, and they're basically playing almost. I mean, you've got to be into it mentally every single game here. You are basically pushing the button on your designs on the division. You've got to. I mean, you've just got to keep winning ball games, keep winning series here, and this is a grind at this point in time. So if Narvi's experiencing that, Brownie, here it is. Cora was asleep at the wheel today. That's why. What? Changed his entire philosophy these past two games. I don't know. You're being too general there. I gotta have more from you. Brownie 3. I don't know how he was asleep at the wheel today. I don't. Man Witty was nasty too. Emily Sox when he clears. Just like the next no emotions, really, LOL. There you go. Matthew, we're in a race for the division. Yes, you are. So I don't know how we can afford to lose games. You're going to lose games. You just have to win series. You don't want to be swept at any point the rest of the way. You want to win series. And as of Sunday, there's 4 weeks left in the regular season. You're going to lose another series or two. But my goodness, you're 15 over 500. Cora was not asleep at the wheel. Brownie, I'm looking for you here. Roberto, is Nathaniel Lowe the next Steve Pierce? Kind of feels that way, doesn't it? A little bit. Hey, you'll take his contribution. Away for a few days. Congratulations to Nathaniel Lowe and his family. Had to give Chappie a rest. Yes, Matt's got the job done. Bullpen is well-rounded, minus Hicks. Well, again, Hicks got the job done. And he's on the big league roster. You've got to get him to get in there. Brownie, I'm giving you 1-3. Tolley is scheduled to start tomorrow in Worcester. Harrison is a likely call for the start. Cora said all of the arms are up for grabs. Tolley needs to be added to the 40-man roster by the 31st. Yes. Matthew, one more here. Checking out. Looking at the late season pickups, you get one starter, one bullpen piece, one bat. Matt's Lowe, May, 2/3 are great pickups. Hopefully May can give you a few solid starts down the stretch. Yes, we're going to leave it there. Next Locked On Red Sox postcast comes within minutes of the final out, game 1 of the 3-game series. Again, I'm looking forward to the bottom of the first inning. Maybe it's the top of the first inning if Tolley or Harrison are up from AAA. A lot of options. We'll see what the Red Sox do. I kind of have an inkling it's going to be and Alex Cora said it, we can't have too many, using all of our bullpen in a series. And don't sleep on the Pirates, okay? They've got some pretty good pitching, and it starts with Skeets on Friday night. If it's Tolley, if it's Harrison, I'm looking forward to the top of the first inning and the game getting underway Friday night. I'm really looking forward to the bottom of the first inning when Roman Anthony stands in against Paul Skeens. Tip of the cap, as always, to our sponsors, Upside and Game Time as well. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On Sports, and we tip our cap to you, the Royal Rooters, as well. Again, one more friendly reminder. Tell your friends all about us. And one more friendly reminder. We'll be on within minutes of the final out. Game 1 of the 3-game series against the Buccos Friday night from what I'm expecting to be a raucous Fenway crowd and another sellout crowd as well at Fenway. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox. 15 games over 500 right now on a 7-1 trip. We're with you every day.